Hi guys, welcome back to another timeless reading. I would just like to say I'm sorry if I haven't posted in a while. I'm currently busy with a few past life courses to actually help not only my readings but to help things become more meaningful for you as well. So you will see how my whole page will undergo a little bit of a difference or change. Know that it is for the better and that I have finally found the meaning and purpose in my life. So let's help you today to find your meaning and purpose, right? Okay. Let's see. So today's reading is very much not only about your past, but about the things that are currently in your reality that can make a difference or influence you. So when we look at these cards, develop easy transmission to guides, angels, and higher self. Know that just like we need to connect with electricity to be able to, for example, connect with the internet to make things easier, our work a little bit better, know that if you develop a stronger communication with your guides, angels, and higher self, this can influence where you are standing at this point in time. Also know that it's never a bad idea to set the intention to free yourself from dark entities that are taking your energy. This can also include cutting contracts, dark contracts. This basically means things where you have given your consent at a point in time where you were either being manipulated or where you had to do something under pressure. Know that that is very much like, let's say it for what it is, very much like blackmail. Okay, only difference is your energy will be the price. When I'm looking at your cards, sometimes people tend to misunderstand dark contracts. Dark contracts doesn't mean necessarily that it's coming from people with bad energy. It's just, when we are under stress or when things do not always go the way that we want to, other people see that. And then they basically use your energy. And that is how these contracts are then signed. Okay? Unfortunately, that will forever basically be like a curse on the one hand side. But knowing that you can free yourself, and especially if you are doing light healing, for example, chances are very good that this is something that you are going to feel in your dimension right now. When it comes to spirits, people that have moved on, what we tend to do is we hold on to them. Let them move on safely. Sometimes they also have unfinished business and will then get in contact with you. Do not allow regret or guilt to stay with you when you have lost somebody that you loved, somebody that meant a lot for you. when we pass away, what basically happens is there are so many misconceptions about spiritual beings. Do they go to heaven? Do they go to hell? What happens next? Are they being judged? We are not being judged, but from a point of where we can actually see clearer, without the ego, without all of these emotions, it tends to become easier to understand why people do the things that they do. Therefore, know that you do not ever have to live with regret and guilt. And another thing that I also would like to mention, from what I've learned in my past life course, is that we choose where we are. We choose who we want to be, for the simple reason that this can help us to evolve. It's been raining this morning, so I think that is a good blessing. I just want to draw two more cards for you. Okay, and then Soul Truth. Sorry about the noise outside. I'm really asking or saying I'm sorry. Sometimes traffic can be a little bit hectic here in the morning. Just put that there. Okay, so the first card that I wanted to draw for you as a bonus card. Life force flows and act as the main pathway through the spine. We get a lot of downloads, we get a lot of messages from the spiritual world, especially when it comes to things like downloads, especially when it comes to energy that need to flow at this very important point in time. Just like the spine is something that we can not only strengthen physically, this is basically your connection from the root chakra up to your vagus nerve. This also connects everything else that is related to your spine and spinal cord. If you have got or experience a lot of pain in that area, know that one way how you can actually lessen the pain is to not only do physical exercises like yoga, but also paying attention to what gets into your energy field. When we are in pain, it becomes very, very difficult for us to focus. So I think this is just a bonus card for you. And then what is the one thing that your soul, what is the one message that your soul would like you to know at this point in time? Remember what we have said earlier. A few moments ago, I actually mentioned, let me just put that there. I actually mentioned, remember what I said about focus? Okay. Am I focused on what I want the most? What do you want the most? What is the one thing that makes your heart beat faster? What is the one thing that if you have, imagine you had all the money in the world And you could basically throw out everything else, but keep this one thing. When we are focused, we tend to have more clarity. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Today's soul action. What you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? What is the most important thing for you? The messages that came through this morning, like I mentioned earlier, when we look at contracts, the contracts that we sign before we are reincarnated, those are just lessons. Earth is just a very important place where we can learn, grow, and expand. So sometimes you will get messages and you won't always understand what they mean. Sometimes you can do a reading and one thing stand out most for you more than anything else. And what I've picked up in your cards, I see there's a lot of purples, a lot of pink, here and there's some orange. So if there are problems with the solar plexus, know that that is where your strength and power lies. Thank you guys for being with me today, and I will see you in my next reading. Please never underestimate the power of asking if you are not sure about something. I will see you soon and take care. Bye bye.